Truman Softball is on the air as this first web stream of Truman State University Athletics of spring sports is set to take place. I'm Kevin White, Director of Athletic Communications, and I would like to welcome you that are watching along on the internet as we try to work out the kinks of web streaming home softball games. I am atop Stokes Stadium, and you can see the camera is placed up here, so it's the best view we have right now, and like I said, we're working on the kinks of the matter, but hopefully we can give you a strong audio broadcast, to say the least, and at least gives you an idea to catch up on how things are going. You can follow along on live stats. Go to TrumanBulldogs.com and click on the live stats for this game. This is only going to be, we're only going to do the first game of this doubleheader. The second game, because of some time commitments and stuff, we are going to just have to go with the live stats. The Bulldogs take the field against the Bearcats. Bulldogs 25th in the nation, 24-5 overall, 16-2 in the GOVC. Northwest Missouri 14-16 overall. They are 7-7 in the MIAA. So this is a non-conference game for the Bulldogs, and in the circle for Truman, Kelsey Dorsey is going to get this game one start. 1.70 ERA, 91 strikeouts, 15 walks. And she will face, leading off the game, is Jordan Erath, a .330 hitter for the Bearcats. She leads off and is playing center field, and she stands in as the lefty. First pitch from Dorsey is popped out of play, strike one. Bearcats coming off a 4-game weekend sweep. They beat Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State. And the drop ball is foul tipped, strike two. And Dorsey has her in the hole 0-2. You're at the .330 hitter on the season. Bearcats tied for 7th in the MIAA. The Dogs in a first-place battle with Missouri St. Louis in the GOVC East. Pitch skips in there for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next one from Dorsey, poked into center field. In comes Llewellyn, and she makes a running catch, and there's how we begin the game, with Llewellyn grabbing the fly ball from Erath. Bulldogs defensively, Allie McReynolds in left, Danielle Llewellyn in center, Kelsey Bowman in right, Kate Simon at third, Jessica Van Nostrom at short, Andrea Klipsch at second, Liz Leith at first, Caroline Gotti behind the plate, and again, Dorsey in the circle. In steps Tori Blythe, the .359 hitter. She's the second baseman for these Bearcats, and she fans at a pitch. 1 ball, 1-1 is the count. We've had some great crowds over the weekend. Weather a little cooler than it was. Here's a swing and a miss, strike two, and Dorsey has her set up for another strike, for a strikeout. Flag is dead still in the center field. It had been whipping around pretty much coming out of the north, and it switched to the south, and then it's died off completely. That one skips in there for a ball, 2-2. So the flag is not moving much. Temperatures around 50 degrees. We were up to 70 yesterday. And this pitch is lifted behind in the short left field. In comes McReynolds, catches it right on the skinned part of the infield. And there's quickly 2 gone. Stephanie Mark steps in, .358 hitter for the Bearcats. She is their first baseman. Mark has played in all 30 games, has a .632 slugging percentage, and she takes a look at strike one. Top of the first inning, next one from Dorsey. Catches the corner, strike two. Dorsey fires, wastes the pitch high, ball one. Bulldogs very good both offensively and defensively, nationally ranked very highly. We'll go through those as the afternoon comes along. Here's the pitch swung on and lifted into left field. It's going to go down and gets to the fence and to the wall. Here's a double, stand-up double for Mark, and with 2 outs, she's in scoring position. Aaron Brown, the head coach of the Bulldogs, switched things up today. Instead of going with Kendra Hens in the first game. She went with Dorsey in game 1. Hens has been outstanding for the Dogs. Both pitchers have been outstanding this season. In steps Chantel Adams, a .385 hitter, and she lifts one behind third base. Van Nostrom at the line, catches it, and the inning's over with. They get a hit, but they strand her at second base, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. No score. Abby Vitash is the starting pitcher for the Bearcats here in the opener. She has a 4.64 earned run average, 5-7 record this season. This is her 16th appearance, 15th start. 6 complete games, 2 shutouts. Not a lot of strikeouts, 37 strikeouts to 21 walks. Opponents are hitting .265 against Vitash. And they will look defensively. Cassidy Lee is in left. Jordan Erath is in center. Bailey Scarborough in right. Kristen Uti is in third. Chantel Adams at short. Tori Blythe is at second. Stephanie Mark is at first. Anastasia Roseberry behind the plate to catching. And Abby Vitash again pitching. Danielle Llewellyn steps in for the Bulldogs, a .366 hitter. No home runs, 4 RBIs, 22 stolen bases. She leads the team in that category. And she will step in for the Dogs. First pitch, she ran up on one, looks at it high, ball 1. Llewellyn, a career .314 hitter, and has 50 career stolen bases. She's the catalyst at the top of this order. She looks at another pitch, high, ball 2. The next one, that's high. She ran up to try to slap it, and then she is now in a favorable count. 3 balls, no strikes. A 3-0 from Vitash. Looks at a strike, strike 1. Bulldogs as a team hitting .357 on the season. Here's a slapper in the right field. Right fielder ranges over and makes the catch at Scarborough. And there's one gone. In steps Andrea Klipsch. 404 on the season, 2 home runs, 25 RBIs. She has 1 stolen base. She is third in this Truman lineup in hitting, and she swings at the first pitch and drills it foul down the left field line. Bulldogs coming off a 4-game weekend sweep. Defeated Missouri S&T on Saturday by a couple 8-0 scores, and then defeated Drury 3-1 and won the second game. Klipsch fouls this one out of play down the right field line, so she has gone both ways here in her first at-bat. Next delivery high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rick Petty is our home plate umpire. Dean Holman is at calling the bases. The 1-2 on the way, swung on, grounded foul past third base. Retrieve the softball, throw it back into Vitash, and she wants another one. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. This is our first ever chance to try at doing this for spring sports. Technology has finally caught up to us a little bit that we can try to provide this live stream. We do it for some indoor sports, so we've got some places for. Here's a line drive, base hit in the right for Klipsch. She with 1 out and brings in the Bulldogs' best hitter, Kelsey Bull. .485 on the season. 5 home runs, 27 RBIs. She is one double away from tying Christy Bredbenner for the Truman career record list. She has been fantastic. 407 total bases, is second behind Elizabeth Economy, and she belts the first pitch in the center field. Ranging over as the center fielder to make the catch is Erath. No tag on the play, and Bowman takes the first pitch and flies out to center field. Here's Kate Simon. Simon, .458 on the season, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs, and stolen bases with 10. She looks at the first pitch and flies it in the left, short left field. Left fielder ranging over, can't get to it, and it drops harmlessly for a foul. So no balls, 1 strike. Clips on at first. She is not going. Pitches the ball, 1-1. Not really a threat to steal. 1 stolen base on the season. Vitosh looking to set the Bulldogs down. Next one on the way. Off-speed pitch. It's away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Overcast sky. It was sunny earlier, but the clouds have moved in. Here's a pop-up. May get out of play. A chance for the catcher, and she dropped it. I think she thought it was going to hit the net. I don't think it hit the net at all. Behind the backstop. And falls down, and Simon's got her chance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Low, 3-2. The runner will be off and going on the delivery. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit into left field. Left fielder moves over. Right to her. In her tracks is Lee. The Bulldogs are retired here in the first. We go to the top of the second inning. No score. Top of the second inning here at Kirksville, Truman State University. It'll be Kristen Youthy leading off, the third baseman. She is a .265 hitter on the season for the Bearcats. First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back for a strike. Next pitch is in there, but it's low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Youthy. Next delivery is swung on into center field. The center fielder Llewellyn moves over, makes the catch, 1 gone. Bulldog baseball team is at Quincy today for a pair of GLVC doubleheaders, and the Hawks have just taken a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning over in Quincy. It's a Bulldog baseball team have split the last 6 doubleheaders that they've played in. First pitch is a ball to the designated player, Madison Jones. Jones, a .244 hitter on the season. Has 3 home runs and 9 RBIs, and she looks at a strike. Next one from Dorsey, swinging a miss, strike 2. 1-2, swing and a miss. Struck her out. Throw down to first. And it's the second out of the inning. And the first strikeout for Kelsey Dorsey. That is her 92nd strikeout on the season. Bailey Scarborough, the right fielder, steps in. 267 average. She takes a look at a strike to begin her at bat. Next pitch is in there for low for a ball. Dorsey is 50th in the nation in hits allowed per 7 innings. 5.1 hits per game. Drop ball, off speed pitch in there for a strike. She is 35th and second in the GLVC in shutouts with 3. And 42nd in the nation, 5th in the GLVC in strikeouts with 91. She averages 7 strikeouts per game, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the right fielder Scarborough. And that one hits her in the back of the leg, and she'll get a base. And she apologized. She apologized for hitting the batter. You don't see that very often. And Anastasia Roseberry comes in, 209 hitter. She's the number 8 hitter in the Bearcat lineup. The catcher, Scarborough with just 1 stolen base on the season. First pitch swinging, strike 1. The next one from Dorsey, off speed, falls in low, 1-1 the count. Flag starting to pick up a little bit, blowing towards center. Popped up out of play, and she's in the hole 0-2, and a play by our spectator there, and he dropped it. Nice effort, but off the hands. He holds on to it, and they'll throw it in. The 1-2 from Simon, swing and a miss, struck her out. Ball gets away. They'll throw down to first. That'll do it for the Bearcats in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score. Both teams have a hit. We go to the bottom of the second as Vitash had a strong first inning for the Bearcats, and she'll face the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the Bulldog lineup: Jessica Van Nostrum, Liz Leith, and Alexis Van Nostrum. Van Nostrum, a .338 hitter on the season, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, has been very solid at shortstop for the Bulldogs this year. First pitch is in there for a strike. Again, you can follow along on live stats, TrumanBulldogs.com. You can hashtag us at Truman Athletics. Here's a swing and a high fly ball into short left field. On the line is Lee, and makes the on. TrumanBulldogs.com, at Truman Athletics, at Truman Softball. Give us your feedback on the broadcast today. We'll at Truman Athletics on Twitter, or you can email kwhite@truman.edu and let us know what you think. Here's a swing and a high fly ball in the left at the wall. Home run. Liz Leith lifted high drive in the left field, and it just got over the outstretched arms of the left fielder Lee. And her 4th home run of the year, 19th RBI, and the Dogs are up 1-0. Just enough wind to carry that out left field. Whatever wind there is blowing out towards center and left, and it got over Lee's glove at the fence, and the Dogs lead 1-0. Here's Alexis Van Nostrum, .368 on the season, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. And for a ball, again, weather's not the best. Our camera is in a weird location. We don't have a great viewing platform up here, but we at least give you a feel of how the game is going, and hopefully the audio can paint enough pictures with my voice to give you enough sense of what's going on. As Van Nostrum lines a single into left field, down the left field corner, and with 1 out, she's on, and in steps the number 8 hitter, Caroline Gotti. .304 on the season, no home runs, 1 RBI. Van Nostrum has 3 stolen bases at first base. First pitch inside, looked good, but it was inside, ball 1. The next one, off speed, hit foul down the third base line. Almost took out Fred Beck, who is the KTVO sports director, standing down the left field line to give you the highlights you can find on the KTVO website later on tonight. He'll be happy he got that run. Here's a ball lifted in the right field along the line. A tough play, and the second baseman, Blythe, makes a nice catch with her back toward the infield. It was going to be whether it was going to drop in fair, and there's 2 outs in the inning. Allie McReynolds steps in, .273 hitter, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, 5 stolen bases on the season, the lefty. First pitch she sees, skips in low, ball 1. Next delivery is high, the runner goes, throw down, stolen base. Kind of a late break for Alexis Van Nostrum, but she gets in there safely. And that's her 4th steal of the season. So she moves in the scoring position with 2 outs. McReynolds hits one in the center. This ball's got a chance. Nope, it's going to be caught at the track. Just held up enough. And it was grabbed by Erath at the warning track. And Truman goes down in the second. But they do get a home run. Liz Leaf's 4th of the season. Truman takes a 1-0 lead. Back in a moment. Busy sports day for Truman Athletics today. Doubleheader here against Northwest. The women's tennis team is over at Missouri Western for a non-conference duel with the Griffins. And again, the Bulldog baseball team over in Quincy facing the Hawks in a GOVC doubleheader. They trail 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is a strike to the leadoff batter, the left fielder, Cassidy Lee. She is the number 9 hitter in the order, hits .211. She taps one in front of the plate, tries to beat it out, quickly throw, and a nice play by Dorsey to throw her out. A tapper in front of the plate. Dorsey grabbed it, had no time to really set and throw, so she just whipped it over there. Flipped it over to Lee, and the first out is recorded here in the top of the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the lineup, Jordan Erath is the hitter. And she tries to bunt, pops it up in front of the plate. In comes the third baseman, Simon, to make the catch. Good heads-up play there by Simon. She was charging, and the bunt was popped up and right into the glove of Simon. And quickly 2 gone here in the top of the third. Tori Blythe, second baseman, steps in. She won on the afternoon and swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. The next one is fouled back off the screen, and she is now in the hole 0-2. She flied out to left in her first at-bat, and she swings and misses, strikes out by Kelsey Dorsey, and the Bearcats go quickly here in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third. Bulldogs lead 1-0. Top of the order for the Dogs here in the bottom of the third inning. They're up 1-0 on a home run by Liz Leith at the bottom of the second. Danielle Llewellyn stands in. And she flied out to right on pitch in her first at-bat. And she slaps at the first one and drives it in the right field for a base hit. Right between the first baseman and second baseman. And she's on with a leadoff single. Here's Clip. She's singled to right field her first time up on a 1-2 pitch. Llewellyn, a threat to steal, of course. She leads the team with 22 steals on the season. And here she first pitch is a strike. She is in there safely. There was not a doubt in the world. Her 23rd stolen base season. She is tops in the GLVC in stolen bases per game at 0.81, 14th in the nation. And she just made that one look easy. See if she goes to third. Swinging a foul ball down the third base line, and I think that one did hit Fred Beck, KTVO sports director. Again, he puts all the highlights of the games that he films on KTVO.HeartlandConnection.com, so you can see that probably after the 10 o'clock news tonight. So if you're watching from afar and you want to see highlights of these games, turn on Fred. Here's a pop-up into short left. The shortstop ranges back on the edge of the skinned area. Adams, she makes the catch, and there's one gone as Klipsch is retired and brings in Kelsey Bowman. In live stats, TrumanBulldogs.com. Hashtag us hashtag TSU Game Day or at Truman Athletics on Twitter. Give us your feedback for today's broadcast. First pitch high for a ball. It's our first experiment in webcasting a spring sport. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 to Bowman. Bowman was out on the first pitch, her first at bat, and she hits one into short center field. Behind second base is the second baseman Blythe, and she makes the catch, and there's 2 out. Simon, first pitch, pops it up. Who wants it? Second baseman Blythe has it at the circle, and the Dogs are retired here in the bottom of the third. They lead Llewellyn on at second after a leadoff single. X3 get retired in order, and we go to the top of the fourth. No score. Or Truman up 1-0, I should say. We are cruising right along here in the top of the fourth inning at the Truman Softball Park. The Bearcats, Stephanie Mark will lead things off. Kelsey Dorsey on the circle, swings at the first pitch, is marked, lifts it to center. Llewellyn camps under it, makes the catch, one gone. One pitch, one out, and here comes the cleanup hitter, Adams, 385 on the season. She ended the first inning with a foul out down the left field line to the shortstop, Van Ostrom. This time she looks at her first pitch, and it's a ball low. Again, Bearcats have come in. They've won 4 straight, swept MIAA games against Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State. Ground ball to short, liner to short, I should say. Van Nostrom caught it on the shoestrings, and there's 2 gone. Youthy stands in, 265 hitter. One nothing Truman lead. Youthy looks at a strike. Strike one. She flied out to Llewellyn in center her first time up. Taps one to second. Klipsch flips it over to Leith. And the Bearcats are down quickly here in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bulldogs up 1-0. Taking a look at the GLVC standings, the Bulldogs trail Missouri St. Louis. However, the Dogs have played 18 conference games, while the Tritons have played just 10. Tritons are 9-1 on the season, 7-1 in the GLVC in the West Division, I should say. The Dogs are 16-2 in the conference. Those two will meet back in here at the end of April. Truman just went down to St. Louis a week and a half ago and lost 2 very close games. First pitch, bunted foul. That's Jessica Van Ostrom, steps in, the number 5 hitter. Next one to her is high ball 1-1. Truman this weekend will make the Kansas City swing. They'll face Rockhurst on Saturday and William Jewell on Sunday. Rockhurst 7-9 in the GLVC. That pitch is ball. Jewell is 8-8. There is quite a drop-off between Umsel and Truman to William Jewell, who is 3rd in the conference, or in the division, I should say. Here's a pitch swung on and hit high into the left field. It's going to get out of play, and the count is 2-2. Bellarmine and Indianapolis lead the East Division. Bellarmine is 16-2, while Indianapolis is 10-2. Skips in there for a ball count is full as Vitash is staring down a leadoff walk possibly. Here's a pitch. Line drive, base hit in the left for Van Ostrom. She's aboard here in the bottom of the fourth to lead things off and brings in the home run hitter, Liz Leith. Leith just lofted a pitch into left field. It just kept carrying and got over the yellow stripe and into the outfield, the grass behind the outfield fence. First pitch is a ball. The next delivery. Swung on, guy way out ahead of it, and it just missed the chalk down the third base line. 1-1 the count. Quincy Hawks have taken a 2-0 lead on the Bulldogs after 5. Austin Ohlendorf on the mound for the Dogs. Leaf lays off that one, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Pass the word if you're watching online. Pass the word to the rest of the parents and stuff. We hope this is a good service for you. They're going to say it hit Leith, but they say she did not make an attempt to get out of the way. Aaron Brown is going to come in and have some words with the home plate umpire to get his explanation. Hit her on the hands. It sounded like it hit her hand, but I think the umpire is saying it's a foul ball. We'll see what they put on the scoreboard here. Aaron is still not happy with the discussion, and I believe, yes, they said it went off her bat. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Aaron is asking her to just ask the first base umpire if he saw help, and he's not going to ask. Well, no, they're going to say it wasn't a foul ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. They're just saying she did not get out of the way for the hit by pitch. So 3-1. And she'll look at a strike, and now the count is full. It clearly hit her, but she did not make much of an attempt to get out of the way. But then again, she doesn't have much time to get out of the way. 3-2 pitch, swung on and hit out of play down the left field line, foul. She does have a forearm protector on, so some of these players that wear this armor and stuff are less likely to get out of the way because it just hits off that and doesn't hurt them. Here's a swing and a line drive to short. Shortstop corrals it, throws to second for 1, and all they get is the Van Ostrom at second as Adams flipped to Blythe on a hard hit ball. And Leith will exchange places, and she'll be at first base now with 1 out. Alexis Van Ostrom steps in. And that was a ball. Next delivery in there for a strike, 1-1. That pitch is low and away. 2 balls. 2 balls and a strike. She singled to left her first time up. Stole second base. And that is a strike, 2-2. 368 on the season, 17 RBIs. Here's a pitch. Swung deep to left field at the wall. It is a foul ball. Had the distance, but just hooked foul. That went about 2/3 up the grass toward Florence Street. The 2-2 tapped on in between. First baseman grabs it, flips to short for one. And the fielder's choice, first baseman Mark, great play. Her momentum was carrying her towards second, so she threw there to Adams, who was covering the bag. And the fielder's choice goes 3-6. Caroline Gotti comes in. She hits the first pitch, foul down over the fence and on the stadium drive. Truman leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Gotti fouled out to the second baseman her last time up, and this one she pops up, and this one's going to land on stadium drive as well. A couple of cars almost ate a softball. It was a fine play by Blythe on Gotti's first at-bat as she straddled the right field line with her back toward the infield to make the catch. The 0-2 pitch, low, ball one. Here's a next pitch is fouled away. That one almost took out Fred Beck as well. He doesn't know what's going on down that line. He is standing. You can't see it on the camera, but he is standing in play about where the tarp is. Here's an all-speed pitch, swing and a miss, strike out. And the Dogs are retired here in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, one hit, one left on base. We go to the top of the fifth. Truman leads 1-0. Kelsey Dorsey back to the circle for the Bulldogs as we head to the visitor half of the fifth as she was awaiting her catcher, Gotti, who made the last out in the inning to get in. Dorsey throws her final two warm-ups. One hit through 4 innings, 3 strikeouts. Just the double by Stephanie Mark. Madison Jones, the designated player, will step in to lead off the fifth. Sun trying to peek through. It's kind of an overcast grayish, bright gray field. Dorsey throws an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Next one high for a ball. Bearcats 0-1-0. Truman 1-5-0 here through 4. That one at just below the knees. 2 balls, actually 3 balls, no strikes. Dorsey whips a strike, the automatic 3-1. She doesn't walk many batters, just 15 on the season. Here's a pitch high in the air to left. Left fielder McReynolds gets it just before she steps on the track, and there's one gone. A long out, but it's an out. Bailey Scarborough comes in, right fielder, 267 on the season. First pitch is low for ball. Dorsey winds and fires. Strike one. 1-1. Fouled straight back. She's in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Truman will be at Rockhurst on Saturday. Those games 2 and 4 o'clock in downtown Kansas City. And then they'll move just a little north to Liberty on Sunday against William Jewell. The 1-2 pitch skips in there. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Bat did not come off the shoulder. It looked like it was at the knee tops. And Dorsey records her 4th strikeout of the game. Anastasia Roseberry has come up the plate. She swings and fouls one straight back for strike 1. Good job by Assistant Sports Information Tyler Madsen to not even flinch on that foul ball straight back. He is playing it right back there behind the backstop. Next pitch low and away, ball 1. That foul tip went sizzling back into the net. 1-1, right down the middle, strike 2. Dorsey has thrown 51 pitches so far. That one bounces in there. 2-2. Truman leads 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. Next delivery, fouled out of play into the parking lot. And takes the bounce, misses the cars, and will go down the street. Again, we thank you for joining us this afternoon. The video, again, not the best where we're at. We're working on working things out, we should say. Pitch bounces in there, 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's our first attempt of trying to do a stream from a spring sporting event, and we've got cables and wires and wireless stuff running all around Stoke Stadium. Pitch swung on, hitting the right center field. This ball is deep. This ball is ranging over to McReynolds. She can't get it as Llewellyn has it go off the fence. Double for Roseberry, and she's on with 2 outs, standing at second base. Perfectly placed double, went off the about 2/3 of the way up the right center field fence, and the number 9 hitter Cassidy Lee will step in. Dorsey wheels and fires strike 1 to the lefty. Simon charging hard from third. There is 2 outs, but that is the tying run in scoring position. Next pitch drops in there for strike 2 as Lee was trying to run up on it. Chopper foul. We'll do it again. Gotti retrieves the ball, throws it back out to Dorsey. The 0-2 run up on. Simon's going to try to get it behind third. She does. Nice catch by Simon as she had to go back about 20 feet or so from where she was playing. It's a foul ball, but it's out number 3. And Truman will hold on to their 1-0 lead as the Bearcats strand a runner at second, only their second hit of the game. Both of them are doubles. But Truman leads 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Abby Vitage enters her 5th inning of work. She's given up 5 hits. The home run to Leith, struck out 1. Has thrown 60 pitches coming into this inning. And she'll deal with the 9-1-2 hitters in the Bulldog lineup, McReynolds, Llewellyn, and Klipsch. McReynolds 0 for 1 in her only plate appearance this afternoon. First pitch to her is belted into center field. The center fielder ranges over. Can't get it. It goes to the fence. McReynolds will be in the second with a double. A leadoff double by Allie. Long run there by Eathrath in center, but it just hit off the base of the wall, just missed her glove. And McReynolds with 5 stolen bases, standing in scoring position for the top of the order, and Danielle Llewellyn, the Kirksville native. And the lefty runs up on it, puts the bunt down. Pitcher has it, throws to cover at first. She's out. Oh, she's safe. She is safe at first. She beat it out. First and third now. Klipsch steps in. She squares the bunt. It's a strike, but as she does, Llewellyn just easily coasts into second base with her second stolen base of the game, her 24th of the season. Excuse me, the 24th of the season. This Bulldog offense is 10th in the nation in hitting average at .357. Here's a pitch swung in the center. Center fielder Erath comes in. They're going to be a play at the plate. Here's the throw. Now she pulls up, and we're going to in a rundown. All you have to do is run her back, and she's going to be out. She throws it out at third, and the runner at second stays there. She stopped 2/3 of the way down the line instead of just trying to go for home, and runs herself into an out, 2 outs. Kelsey Bowman comes in. Again, 1 double away from tying the Truman career record, and she rips one down the first base line, snared by Mark. She turns and steps on the bag. And what started as a promising inning for the Dogs is quickly erased as the Bearcats get the double play on the sac fly, throw them out, and then Bowman grounds out to end the inning. We head to the top of the 6th. Truman holds on, leading 1-0. Top of the 6th for Northwest. Jordan Erath, who had the strike him out, or the assist on the double play in the last inning from center field, looks at a ball to start things off. She flies one down the right field line. Bowman, a long run, dives, makes the catch on the warning track. It was going to stay in play. It was going to be a foul ball, but Bowman got to the warning track, fell forward, and caught it. 1 on. First pitch is a ball to Blythe, the number 2 hitter in the Bearcat lineup. And she lifts one to second. Easy catch made by Klipsch. 2 gone. Here in the 6th. Stephanie Mark comes in. She has one of the 2 hits here this afternoon. First pitch is low for a ball. Kendra Hins getting loose in the Truman bullpen, but I doubt she will be coming in. Activity in the Bearcat bullpen as well. Vitash is throwing a pretty solid game. Got in a little trouble, but her defense bailed her out. Last inning, 2 balls, no strikes for Dorsey. And 3 balls, no strikes. The Stephanie Mark. Chantel Adams on deck, the number 4 hitter. The 3-0, ground ball right back to Dorsey. She snares it, throws over to Leith at first, and she goes out of the inning, still leading 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Truman leads 1-0. Kate Simon will lead off for Truman, the number 4 hitter. .458 batting average, leads the team with 7 home runs. Oh for 2 this afternoon, so their average has dipped to .447. Again, we talk about this Bulldog offense. They are 10th in the nation, first in the GLVC in batting average, 10th in the nation, first in the GLVC in doubles, 16th in the nation, first in the GLVC in slugging percentage, first in the GLVC in fielding percentage, 16th in the nation, and 4th in the nation, first in the GLVC in earned run average. Here's a line drive, base hit in the right center field, and that is going to be where Simon stops, is at first base, and another leadoff single for the Dogs. Van Nostrom will come in. The Bulldogs are going to employ their pinch runner at first base. We'll see who it is that's coming out. Corey Niblett will pinch run at first base. She has 1 steal on the season. Van Nostrom steps in. Ball high. Niblett faked the run down to second. Van Nostrom 1 for 2 Van Nostrom 1 for 2 this afternoon. Next delivery, in there for a strike, 1-1. Here's the bunt, perfect bunt. Pitcher has it, throws to the second baseman covering first. The sacrifice is good. Van Nostrom moves up Niblett into scoring position. 1-4 on the sack. Brings in the home run hitter, Liz Leith. First pitch to Leith. Outside and high for a ball. And we're just doing the first game of today's doubleheader. Ground ball to third, and it's foul. 1-1. The second game will be available as always, on the live stats at TrumanBulldogs.com. And our hope is to try another one of these. It'll be during the weekday games is when we can do it best. Plus, it's more beneficial for the parents that are watching. Most of them are going to make the trip up here anyway for the weekend, so we can do it better on the weekday games, and hopefully this works out for you. Let us know how you feel about it at TrumanBulldogs.com on Twitter, or you can email me directly, kwhite@truman.edu, or look us up on the staff directory and give us your feedback. As again, we're working through the issues. At the ball, throw back down towards second, and Niblets in safely. So this is a trial by process, and we hope you'll at least get an idea of what's going on, a feel what's going on here this afternoon. Leith looks at a ball low. Niblet going to take off and steal third base. So she is up in scoring position again, moves closer to home with one out. Catcher Roseberry kind of fell out of her glove, so she really did not have a good play, and Niblet quickly gets down to third. Leith fouls it straight back. Had a good rip at it, and the count's still full at 3-2. I believe we've got one more weekday doubleheader schedule. I think that's against Quincy, and we'll try to bring those games to you. We'll try to bring both of them to you. Leith grounds the third foul. Votel, the pitcher of record for the Bearcats, is entering her sixth inning of work. Kicks and fires, and Leith fouls it, gets behind it, fouls it into the parking lot and off a car. I don't understand why people park in that first row right off the parking lot. And Chuck Llewellyn corrals the ball in and will bring it back in. Chuck, the father of Danielle. He's always at the games. He should be. He lives here in town. Pretty good golfer. Leith fouls that one away. That pitch inside. Close pitch. Leith gets the call, and she walks to first base. So a good battle there, and Leith wins it. First and third, and now Aaron Brown going to make another offensive substitution. So Alexis Van Nostrum steps in to plate. Pinch runner going in for the Bulldogs at first base now as Niblet's on at third. We'll wait and see who it is. We'll get the announcement from Tyler Madsen down below. Hannah Weir is going to pinch run at first base. The junior from Cairo, Missouri. Transfer from John Wood Community College. Stands over at first. So the Dogs have runners at the corners with one out. First pitch is the ball. See if they employ their stolen base tactic here, is try the double steal to try to bring the runner from third home. We'll see if they try that here. They've ran in the one out last inning on the double play to center. That pitch is the ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Van Nostrum. Alexis, the designated player. 17 RBIs on the season. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. Niblet at third. Stolen base and then got in the scoring position. Here's a pitch. Popped up in the short left field. It's going to hook foul, but the shortstop makes the catch. And the only runner that can advance is Weir at first, and she moves up to second base. And the Bulldogs have runners at second and third now with 2 gone. And Gotti comes in with 1 RBI. She could double that total with 1 swing of the bat. First pitch. swung on, called it a foul tip. It got away from the catcher, but it was fouled. Big insurance run there at third. Even bigger insurance run at second. Here's the 0-1. That's high and away, 1-1. Gotti the catcher. Next pitch, fouled straight back. She was on top of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, though. She's in the hole. Dorsey will be looking for the complete game shutout when she takes to the mound. Will she have a 1-0 lead or more than that? Gotti looks at a pitch low and away. 2-2. Didn't chase. A lefty warming up for the Bearcats in their bullpen. Here's a pitch swung on behind the shortstop. She ranges back and catches it. Adams, and the Bulldogs are retired. They strand 2. We go to the top of the 7th. Truman leads 1-0. Simon and Leith re-enter for the Dogs at the corners. So Simon back at third, Leith back at first. Dorsey looking for her 4th shutout of the season. Truman looking for their 15th of the year. It will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for the Bearcats. Here in the top of the 7, Chantel Adams leads things off. Adams leads the team with, or actually has 6 home runs, is second to the team. Stephanie Mark, who ended the 6th, leads the team with 7 home runs. So 6 home runs for Adams. She is the team's leading hitter. First pitch from Dorsey is low for a ball. Hins is throwing in the bullpen down the right field line just in case. She will be the Game 2 starter. Here's a pitch swung on, hit high in the air to left. McReynolds just in front of the track makes the catch. So there's a long out and a big threat gone to start the 7th. And Youthy checks in, the third baseman. She has 2 home runs on the season, .263 batting average. First pitch, swung on, hit in the center field. Llewellyn has to come in and get it on a hop, and the tying runs aboard with 1 gone. Coach Ryan Anderson going to make a switch. As well as he's going to employ probably a pinch runner. Jones steps in for the Bearcats. 3 home runs on the season. Pinch running will be Ashley Wilcoxon, a freshman from St. Joe, Missouri. She will be the pinch runner at first. She is the tying run. Jones is 0 for 2 with a strikeout this afternoon. First pitch is a ball. Bearcat team has 25 stolen bases out of 26 attempts. That pitch is in there for a strike. Bulldogs, on the other hand, have 44 of 52, so that gives you the comparison of Truman steals a lot more bases than Northwest. Almost doubled. Here's the 1-1. Drop ball drops short of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dorsey trying to hold on and get the complete game shutout. 1-0. Liz Leith home run in the bottom of the second inning, the difference so far. Here's the pitch. Half swing. She did go. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Dorsey down to the final out. In steps Scarborough. She has 2 home runs on the season. First pitch, skips in there for a ball. The ball gets away, and the tying run moves up into scoring position at second base. So a base hit now could tie the game. Bulldog outfield squared straight away. In at the corners a little bit. Next pitch, fouled straight back, 1-1. After the game, we'll give you the totals. Teams will get ready for game 2. Bulldog outfielders checking in to see what the sign is so they can make their adjustments. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 called. Northwest down to their final strike. The 25th ranked Bulldogs. Kelsey Dorsey kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck her out, and the Dogs win. Truman wins game 1 by a score of 1-0. We'll have your totals in just a moment. Bulldogs improved to 25-5 on the season, 9-0 here at the Truman Softball Park as they defeat Northwest Missouri 1-0 on a Liz Leith home run in the second inning. Bulldogs 1 run on 8 hits, no errors, while the Bearcats are no runs, 3 hits, no errors as well. Player of the game? Well, I think you got to give it to Kelsey Dorsey. 7 innings, 3 hits allowed, 6 strikeouts on the afternoon. She is closing in on 100 for the season. She is up to 97. She faced 25 hitters through 84 pitches. 2 of the 3 hits were doubles. You had a 1 wild pitch, 1 hit batsman. Bulldogs left 7 on base during the game. And the losing pitcher goes to Abby Vita. She goes 6 innings, gives up 8 hits, 1 run on the home run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout through 89 pitches as well. A double and a home run. 2 of her 8 pitches were for extra bases. The Bearcats stranded 4 on base. Stephanie Mark had the double, as well as Anastasia Roseberry for Northwest. Bearcats fall to 14-17 on the season. Again, game 2 we will not have for you here on Truman on our YouTube channel. We will try to do the next weekday doubleheader, which we think is against Quincy. I don't have the schedule sitting in front of me, but we will try to get those games on for you. Give a little bit more advanced notice. We just threw this together this morning, got the technology to work for us, and we will improve on it as we work on things and get better at it. So we appreciate you guys watching us. Again, give us your feedback at Truman Athletics on Twitter. You can email us directly, the Truman Athletics Communication Office, kwhite@truman.edu, and give us some feedback on what we can do better for you, or if you appreciate the broadcast, drop us a line. Other than that, that will do it for us. For this game, the Bulldogs on a Liz Leith home run take game one 1-0. I'm Kevin White. So long for just a while.